The sea of clouds is rolling, unpredictable. The green grass is all over the sky, shaking its posture. Pure white and emerald green complement each other. Lion is busy patrolling the territory. Zebras and antelopes must be on constant alert. This is the unique splendor of wild Africa. This is the last habitat of African elephants. Abu Camp in Botswana. A female elephant is 665 days pregnant. Finally gave birth to a baby elephant. This baby elephant has had a hard time growing up. Can it survive tenaciously and return to the wild? Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. Let's listen together in this episode. The story of a little elephant. Mama Katie is 652 days pregnant. But there is still no sign of production. The staff has been guarding her for 2 years, worrying about her day and night. But Katie doesn't seem in a hurry. No contractions until 2 weeks later. Baby elephant's naming proposals have filled the clipboard. The staff joked. I think the most appropriate name would be Lobaka. Means long awaited, long overdue. Because they waited too long in anticipation. But if baby elephant is a little princess, it should be called Naledi, the brightest star in the night sky. Maybe it's because Naledi's name sounds so nice. The baby elephant was finally born in the middle of the night. The staff stood by and held their breath until her weak body fell to the ground. Naledi struggled to stand up, kneeling like a mother, lovingly feeding her. Welcome to this world, lovely Naledi. The next day, the golden morning sun filled the earth with wine. The newborn babies are cared for by the elephant herd. Of course, it has also become the group favorite of the base. The staff looked at her dotingly. I feel like I have an extra daughter. Everyone can't wait to go up and pet her. The whole base is full of laughter. Elephants housed at the base. Most have had a miserable experience. The staff took great pains to protect them. Dr. Mike was born in Africa and grew up in Africa. The wildness and magnificence of Africa. As if born in his blood. He loves Africa and all living things here. He is willing to fight for the protection of elephants all his life. After they raised Naledi, finally to be released into the wild gist, Abu Camp. Although walking is not stable, but Naledi tried her best to follow her mother. In fact, Naledi has 2 older sisters. One is my sister, who is 5 years old this year. The other is an orphan adopted by Zhang's mother, who is a cousin. The good news is that the whole elephant herd is very fond of Naledi. The time is long, the years are quiet. Everything looks so smooth. However, the sky is unpredictable. God seems to be deliberately embarrassing this weak new life. Just 1 month later, Naledi's mother suddenly became seriously ill. Veterinarians tried their best to save her life. Katie passed away tragically. Poor Naledi was orphaned. I can't find my mother for days. She was lying listlessly on the ground, listless. I'm so hungry. She got under the belly of other female elephants to find milk. This female elephant was enslaved in a circus for 20 years. She never had a baby, but she allowed Naledi to suck on herself. Miraculously, her motherhood is stimulated and awakened. Gradually secrete some milk. This finally solves the urgent need. Naledi made it through the first rough times. But this small amount of milk is far from enough. Naledi is getting thinner day by day. Staff are anxious. They tried formula feeding her. Cornaledi is only used to the warm milk of a female elephant. Very disgusted with cold milk bottles. Staff put milk on her mouth. But it still doesn't work. They tried their best. Naledi still refuses to accept this weird milk. The mother elephant has run out of milk and is becoming restless. The faces of the staff are also full of sorrow. Till the end, the baby elephant is skinny. Tears kept oozing from the eyes. If things go on like this, she can live for at most 2 or 3 days. We can't just watch her die like this. Finally decided to fight again. First, we need to break her dependence on the mother elephant. Everyone hurriedly carried her into the car. After half an hour of bumping, they came to another camp. Naledi was locked in an iron cage. This requires a process of adaptation. Can it save her life? The staff have no idea. Repeated failure and trial. They finally found a way. Let her get used to the taste of milk powder first. Then slowly guide her to suck on the pacifier. They had to guard her day and night. On the second day, Naledi gradually got used to the place. Mike took her for a walk. Let her establish a bond of mutual trust with humans. At night, Naledi finally drank her first mouthful of milk. The hard work of the past few days has not been in vain. They took the first step to success. Everyone finally turned their worries into joy. After eating, the baby elephant jumped into the arms of the adults. I want to hug and hold high. She walked out of the cage full of energy. Everyone has a big smile on their face, happy and proud of her rebirth. Mike walks on the grass holding her by the nose. Looks like a close father and daughter. Although Mike is very reluctant to bear her. But he has a very important task at the moment. Nearly 30,000 elephants are killed every year. They're flying all over Africa to do an elephant census. The whole of Africa has a vast territory and a hot climate. To fly across thousands of mountains and rivers to complete this daunting task. It is not easy, but it can inform their conservation efforts. First stop, they came to a nature reserve in Ethiopia. But overlooking the whole land, almost no elephant herds can be found. Rows of houses and herds of cattle and sheep catch the eye. Hard to believe this is a wildlife sanctuary. Everywhere you look, there are people everywhere. There are people walking around with guns in their hands. Mike and his team patrolled for 15 hours. Didn't see a single elephant. Until it reaches the edge of the protected area. They just found a small herd of elephants. Even though the situation is bleak, everyone feels very excited. At least it proves that there are elephants in this place. There are about 40 elephants in the whole herd. Sadly, there is only one bull elephant. Because the tusks of bull elephants are the target of poachers. They are more likely to be hunted. Once the only male elephant is hunted, the whole herd would be in danger. At the same time, at the Abu base, Naledi is growing up day by day. She's used to formula, and the relationship with the staff is getting closer. Almost inseparable. She also rolls in puddles when she's happy. Shortly after, Dr. Mike returned to camp. She misses Naledi so much. The little guy saw Mike and hurried up to meet him. Mike touched and touched happily. He obviously felt that Naledi had gained weight. There is also a gleam in the eyes. In the evening, everyone discusses Naledi's wild training. Action the next day. She was brought back to the elephant herd. Haven't seen each other for 4 months. Will the elephant herd still recognize her? The moment we met, my sister was a little confused. This Xiaoxi looks so familiar. But it seems that I don't know. She's nervous and confused. Even instinctively took a few steps back. My cousin still has a good memory. She recognized Naledi immediately. She came slowly and approached her sister. With the assistance of staff. This warm recognition meeting was a complete success. They are so close together, it's a delight. The elephant herd also had a rare celebration scene. In the days that followed, the herd became more active. Every day I take Naledi out to graze and play. A pum-pum pig is enough to arouse her great curiosity. Naledi wants to run over and play with it. But my sister is very vigilant. She does not allow any suspicious creatures to approach her sister. When you are tired from playing, just lie on the sand and have a good sleep. When Naledi turns 1 year old, everyone prepared a happy birthday party for her. Although the cake was a bit small, she ate it very happily. Mike's job isn't done yet. He had to say goodbye to Naledi and continue on his journey. This stop, they came to Kenya. They had a big surprise on this trip. Sa Dao is a huge bull elephant. Its tusks are so strong they almost touch the ground. It is the symbol of this grassland and is known as the king of African elephants. It also had a relationship with the elephant queen Athena. Disturbingly, it has 2 wounds on its body. The poachers most likely fell for it. The poachers here are extremely. Elephants will be driven to extinction if left unattended. Soon after, the consumption came. Sa Dao was shot to death by poachers with poisoned arrows. Its tusks were also cut off. The African Elephant King. Misfortunes never come singly, bad news also came from the base. Nalidi's body is in trouble. Nalidi has always been energetic and playful. But recently she doesn't eat or drink, she's depressed. Everyone can't figure out why. The vet speculates she may have eaten something wrong. Still not getting better after taking the medicine. The illness came like a mountain, and Nalidi will die soon. The vet decides to operate on her, taking the last gamble. After the injection of anesthesia, Nalidi stopped breathing. It's like losing your own daughter. Everyone is heartbroken. The vet didn't want to give up and tried desperately to pace her. Everyone is praying silently and suffering. I do not know how long it has been. Nalidi's young heart was beating weakly. Everyone snatched her back from death. After the surgery, the veterinarian worked in her digestive tract. Several kilograms of palm fronds were pulled out. This food is indigestible for baby elephants. Most of these commercial crops are grown by humans. Nalidi, who just turned 1 year old, has gone through 2 life and death. The entire base staff worked hard for her. A baby elephant, 22 months of pregnancy, 665 days waiting, 15,960 hours of anticipation, 57,450,000 seconds of caring. It's no match for the second the poachers pull the trigger. Patrol aircraft fly over Africa every day. Numerous elephant carcasses found. They're bloody, they're dead. Once an elephant gets shot and falls, poachers, in order to buy time, will chop off their foreheads alive. According to statistics, every 15 minutes throughout Africa, an elephant was hunted down. 96 heads per day on average. Across Africa lost 30,000 elephants in 2012. There was a day when Mike's team was patrolling the reserve. They found 33 elephants alive, but the remains of 55 elephants were buried. Elephants are multiplying far faster than they are going extinct. If the power of evil cannot be effectively restrained, African elephants are really not far from extinction, like its distant relative the Asian elephant. Once widespread, now few. Mammoths can only be seen in museums. Elephants are the largest mammals in the world. Their only natural enemy is humans. The only purpose humans kill them for is money. Even if there is only 1 elephant left in the world, as long as it has tusks, poachers will show no mercy. Action to protect elephants is urgent. Mike holds years of census data. Active running. I hope that all countries in the world will introduce laws. Crack down on poachers and ivory trade. Governments responded positively. In 2015, Kenya destroyed 105 tons of ivory, a total of 16,000. That means 8,000 elephants were slaughtered. And each of them is cute Nalidi.